on a fundamental level, the more we're able to alter the way our mind works, the more we're able to tune it to a quality life in our own eyes. I don't mean, just be delusional, be like, oh yeah, everything's great. Some things are bad, some things are good. But light is only in reference to dark. Sometimes you need to have that kind of negative stimulus, and sometimes you don't. But in those things that are in between, in your day to day, I think that's where your perspective and mindset really comes in. Until recently, I didn't really understand what it meant to truly like adopt a mindset. I just thought it was oh, I just want to think this way, or I'm gonna meditate and get in control of my thoughts. But it's really about like the conscious effort of your day to day to fix the way you think, like fix the way you attach yourself to things, and fix the way you treat yourself. Treating yourself like someone you're trying to help is always important. I always say it, and being in the present moment is also very important. I always say it. It's about being conscious of what you're conscious of enough to make change, enough to change and shift the way you want to see the world. Because I've been trying to see it in a much more positive light recently. And I think all of it really stemmed from was seeing myself in a more positive light. Showing enough appreciation towards myself that the surrounding world and everything around me becomes an embodiment of that appreciation. It's like filling yourself up so much that everything around you has to be that way. And I'm not saying like everything's fine and dandy, but everything that I see in my control, everything that I can change my perspective on, I'm going to. I don't know. I would say it's mentally healthier. It makes me feel better. I'm a more positive person. I can attack my problems better. To change your perspective is to change your life. To change the way you look at the world is to give yourself more opportunity to express. Like I found that I appreciate pretty much everything more, from my relationships to my day to day, to waking up, to being able to do stuff. Like I go to college, so I go to the dining hall. I choose what I want, and I'm just grateful that I get to choose what I want to eat. It's just so seeing that like the more appreciation you show for the world around you, the more you'll appreciate, and in turn, like the more you'll find things that appreciate you. Yeah. But over the recent break, I kind of got a new perspective on it, on just having a mindset in general. Because at first I thought it was just you just think this way, or you want to think this way. You meditate, so you're trying to get to this. And it's not about trying to get, it's about being there now. And that's why I say being in the present is very important. It's about making those conscious choices that allow you to be, yourself. Like, I feel like I'm more myself than I ever was in a way. And it's really only because I'm not too much in my head anymore. Like, I feel like my perspective is really just, experiencing. It's about being so within the moment that you're actually learning from it. You actually can take away from it while you're in it. It's not about, being encapsulated in your phone or your devices or other people's relationship. It's about your relationship with yourself and how it relates to others. I don't think it's ever about, it's always about a relation to yourself. How other people relate to you, how you relate to other people. It's not, starkly just them or starkly just a situation. It's you and the situation, and it's you versus you. At the end of the day, you're the person who has to feel your emotions, has to undergo everything that you've been through. So it does you no harm to make the choice to make your life a little bit more positive just by changing your perspective on how things are. And of course, that's not an easy task. I'm not saying you could just be like, oh yeah, I want to view that as good, so it's good now. I'm saying that, you have to take those small steps every day to get to the point that you want to get. Like on a fundamental level, like cultivating who you are and understanding yourself better is only going to make it easier for you to change your mindset on things, to get closer to yourself and get closer to everybody around you. Because to some extent, I don't think that we can truly appreciate anything until we can appreciate ourselves. You know, I feel like reference without self-appreciation often becomes envy. We often envy things we don't have. We often, you know, I don't know, hating culture. We hate on stuff we don't have. You know, I'm no saint. You know, I be hating on people sometimes, but like in a real way, I like to think that, you know, I show more appreciation. It's about just understanding like how things connect and understanding how you connect to other things and changing your perspective and changing everything. I mean, like, all we are is a reaction to our external world and circumstance, and our perspective is directly related to that. So the quicker we're able to change our perspective, the quicker we can change our reaction. The quicker we change our reaction, the quicker we change who we are. I feel like we spend a lot of time reacting to the world around us, and it's completely fueled by our perspective and mindset, the way at which we approach the world. Now, like, if you're a positive person, you posit positivity in a lot of what you do, you're gonna find that things tend to be more positive for you. You know, you might have a negative time, a negative spout, but overall, positive people tend to have positive experiences. They tend to be, you know, more happy. People with positive mindsets tend to be more happy. Now, in negativity, in, I think, like, self-degradation, not thinking you're enough for certain things, or, you know, it's really about your perspective of yourself, how you choose to view yourself as a person. Like, the more I learn to become in tune with myself, and I mean, like, just understanding what makes me work, understanding the things I like and doing those things because I like them, like taking care of myself, the more my expression feels more genuine, the more it feels more at peace, the more I feel like more, I don't know, present in a way. Like, the less I want to think about certain things, the less I want to, you know, be caught up in my mind, stressed out about certain things, the more I just want to get my stuff done so I can get back to myself. Like, I'll do all my homework in one spout just because I like my time so much that I'm just like, okay, let me get this out the way so I'm not ruining my opportunity to get closer and learn more about myself. And even with educational aspirations, I feel like those connect to that too. The more we're able to learn about ourselves and learn about what we like, the more, like, when we apply that to like a piece of paper or something like that, we can realize what we can get from it. Like, I do schoolwork sometimes that I'm just like, oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. But it makes me appreciate everything else more. Like, I'm like, oh man, I hate doing this homework. I've been here for 2 hours. But as soon as that 2 hours up, I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. Now I can really just relax. And I feel like relaxation takes some effort. Not effort towards the relaxation, but effort towards everything else. You know, relaxation, I feel like, is in reference. You can't relax if you're not referencing a time where you were stressed or you're working or you're doing something. You can't just always relax. If you're always relaxing, you're not doing anything. So it's really about motivating yourself and being disciplined, but realizing where that discipline has to come from. I feel like healthy habits and discipline go hand in hand. Like, just being there for yourself and treating yourself like someone you're trying to help. Like that, I feel like that altered my brain chemistry a lot, because in my aspirations, I'm like, you know, this time is so relative. I feel like time's about to be up. You know, we're all gonna depart at some point, you know, whether we like to admit it or not. And so I got like a max 100 years. And what am I going to do with that? You know, like, why not do everything I can? Why not try to experience what I can? I'm not saying make your pockets hurt. I'm not saying make dumb decisions. I'm saying you only have so long to get to know yourself and those around you. So you might as well use that time wisely. Changing your perspective or changing your view of yourself is only going to open the doors for you to start to venture out into the unknown. To allow yourself to see what's around you for real. You know, I feel like a lot of us try to see the life instead of being it. But when you're being the life, life just is all around you. You know, if you carry a lot of love within your heart, then everything is going to embody that love. Rather than, you know, carrying negativity and hate and seeing a bunch of negativity. Oh, the world's definitely a crazy place right now. Definitely a lot of negativity going on. You know, and I'm not saying don't let that get to you. You know, care about it. But at the same time, care about yourself. You know, some things aren't always in reference to who you are and how you need to feel at the moment. And we need to realize what's serving us and what does not. You know, and I feel like negative mindset, negative aspirations, negative anything really doesn't serve who we are. It serves our anxiety, our stress, our frustration, rather than serving, you know, our good qualities. So if you like doing something, do it. You know, if you think you can do something, do it. If you think you can't do something, if someone has done it, do it. It's all about flipping that mindset about what you're getting into. Flipping that mindset about your own capability and realizing that to know it's humanly possible means you too can do it. And if you made it this far, I'm currently at 777 subs. I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. I'm just going to keep on moving up. And thank you.